Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to the Tony Onying Show, proudly brought to you by Glonton Foundation, your partner in responsible well-being. So, in the last episodes, we've been focusing on mental health, and the key topic there was dealing or handling narcissists. So, in this season, we are here to discuss another key element of mental health, and that is none other than PTSD. I'm not going to break it down, what exactly it means, because I have somebody who is better placed, or for lack of a better word, best placed to explain to us PTSD. So, colleagues, allow me to invite our counselor, Mrs. Okello, who also doubles as the executive director of Glonton Foundation. Mrs. Okello, please welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, dear moderator. Hi, dear viewers. Welcome back to Easter season, though we are still celebrating, but we wish you all the best. Thank you for
I know there's
hosting me
somebody
today.
out there who probably is maybe like me, who knows Easter is a public holiday,
Yeah.
but not sure many would answer if I asked what exactly happens in the three Easter moments: Good Friday, Easter Sunday, Easter Monday. So, do you mind reminding us?
Yeah, it's okay, because I know on Good Friday what happens is the death of Jesus Christ.
The prominent
That's when
crucifixion,
they
is that?
hanged
Okay.
him. And then on Sunday, it's when Saturday we jumped it. That's, of course, that's when he
Critical
was
one as
still
well. Okay. He was still on
dead. And then on Sunday, it's when we celebrated his
his
resurrection.
resurrection.
But Monday, it's a continuation of what happened on Sunday.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now I master three things: crucifixion, jumping, resurrection,
Yeah,
celebration.
yeah.
Wonderful. So if we can celebrate the death and resurrection of Christ, then who are we not to resurrect with him?
Yeah.
Of course, that I won't say that's not why we are here. We are here because of him. And right now, taking us back to the topic, PTSD. Take us through, demystify, what exactly is PTSD?
These are post-traumatic stress disorders. Like
Okay.
you hear the word PTSD. So P stands for post, then T, traumatic stress disorders.
Okay,
So
PTSD.
yes, these are these are emotional disorders that people experience, or one experiences during the harsh conditions. Maybe it may be child abuse, it may be fatal accident, it may be loss of a loved one, it may be the marriage breaking. It's more of a toxic environment. That person who has lived in a toxic environment, and then
Experience some
it's
quite
experiencing some
tough moments.
and you're reminded of what happened before. Maybe this person, you were very good close friends, and then all of a sudden you were breaking up, and it brings those moments to your mind. And at the moment you find yourself, you're not sleeping well, you find yourself, you're not eating, you find every time you remember what happened, you're not comfortable. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to imagine trauma. I know in the previous shows we did discuss the likes, topics such as trauma bond. I remember I'm a bright student.
Yeah.
Trauma bonds and the likes. Would PTSD have anything to do with a trauma bond in any way?
Yes, it has.
How?
Because you see, if I talked of child abuse, I talked of toxic environment, I talked of fatal accident. So this is a child who has lost a father when she was 4, or he was,
Okay.
or he was 4, and then that father was there for them. Maybe he was the breadwinner, and then he expected to study and reach far, but because the father died and then he was still young or she was still young, she didn't get she didn't achieve what she wanted to achieve, you get. And then she ended up in a different, doing a different course, yet this is a child who was dreaming of being a pilot.
Okay.
So that trauma stays. It's like a regret. Yes. So it stays every time you think about the death of your dad. You're like, I wish my dad was still alive. I would be far. Every time you see others happy, you wish you were like them, but because you didn't get that chance or your dad died at such a point, you don't feel comfortable in that environment. So it keeps on triggering those hardships for your life.
Okay, I get it. Trying to imagine, I know in our discussion about the narcissist, we looked at quite a number of things, and now I'm trying to get back to the victims, the potential victims. I know anyone can be a victim because you can't tell what condition. Like right now, you probably have a loved one who does everything for you. It can be breaking out of a really caring relationship, and you've been probably at a workplace, then you experienced this boss, you wanted to, you asked for permission to go attend to your sick relative, and they told you, no, we are too busy, we need to deliver, to attend to clients, and all of a sudden, because of all that, the patient passed on. You've had kids who have been through hands of relatives, they studied through tough conditions and all those kind of things, and then tomorrow you find them struggling to adjust, because it's like having nightmares of those kind of conditions. So I want to believe that maybe when we come back in our next part of conversation, we could also look at how do these people adjust to the environment in marriage, in the workplace, and all that. So maybe in the next episode, you can be able to take us through that so that we understand there are people out there struggling, to be honest. They are struggling,
especially
and
in
need
relationships. You know that attachment you can have with someone. So you find yourself giving up on marriage. You're like, okay, what that
whatever
person
it
did,
is. Maybe
I'm
someone
not going to get married.
mistreated your mother growing up, and then you're getting this
yes.
harsh partner.
Yeah.
But in the next, in our next episode, we are going to be looking at, with the support from Mrs. Okello, we're going to be looking at how to help these individuals adjust workplace, new normal, pick up themselves. Do we need some medication? What are the roles of medics? What are the roles of therapists? What are the roles of, counselors in all this? So probably in our next episode, we should be looking at that. And also, our dear viewers, we ask you to participate on the comment section. What is it that you'd like us to actually cover? What support do you think a victim you're living with needs, so that Mr. Okello can give us that ample support to lead us through? So I don't know, is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers before?
I love our viewers so much. So every time we are leaving the show, I want to remind you that your mental health matters. So if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't love yourself, no one is going to love you more than you do to yourself, because it starts with you.
So you ideally need to take your time and watch these shows, because it is the first level of therapy to your mental health.
Which you're not even paid for.
They're not paid for. They're not paying you.
They're not paying me, because the therapy I provide, people pay. So
All
this
right.
is free, and you're lucky to have us.
So I think the best you can do for a colleague who is struggling there with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, any mental ailment, please push them to subscribe to the Tony Onying Show, proudly brought to you by Glonton Foundation. Thank you so much for dialing into the call today. Bless you.